Now you see me, now you don't. Today we are going to be talking about the Illusion Wizard, master of magic and deception. Let's begin. Today we're going to be talking about the Illusion Wizard, one of the first wizards ever released for 5th edition and played by many. While this is the most versatile and adaptable class out there, this is one of the hardest ones to play, as it can only truly be unlocked by those who can think of 1,000,001 ways to use simple, mundane tricks. Now, before we go over the abilities, I should clarify, this review is going to be a little different than my other videos. Usually, I would take a mathematical look at the abilities and use that information to give to you all and let you use it how you deem fit. But a lot of people like having a build with it, as they like to hear my recommendations. So, in this video, I will not only do the mathematical look at each ability, but I will also give my recommendations on how best to use it. So enjoy, and let's begin this review on the most versatile wizard out there, the 5th edition Illusion Wizard. The Illusion Wizard for 5th edition is a strong and versatile subclass for those looking to utilize creativity and roleplay mechanics to make you the star of your party. While their abilities do not directly harm enemies, they are great for debilitating enemies. Their level 2 abilities capitalize on the cantrip Minor Illusion, which allows you to do both sound and image instead of one or the other. This allows you to create the most amount of chaos possible with your illusions, or to be able to set your party up for the best success. After that, their level 6 ability allows you to alter the shape of your illusions. This adds incredible use for your illusion spells, as now, instead of committing to one illusion per spell, you can have several illusions for the use of one spell slot. Then, once you get to level 10, you are going to have an automatic miss button on you at all times that you can use once a rest. While the upsides are definitely there are a few downsides to it though. Finally, at level 14, you gain the ability everyone talks about with the Illusion Wizard, the ability to make your illusions a reality. Because of their abilities to utilize illusions and the large adaptability of this class actually comes online either early or late game depending on your skill level. If you are a master at using the Minor Illusion cantrip, then this class comes online early for you. But if you're one of those people looking to make things permanent, then you are going to be looking at a late game build. Due to many focusing on their 14th ability, however, I would say this is more of a late game subclass for the average player. So let's go over all the abilities that you can master. The first ability, Illusion Savant, is just like the Abjuration Wizard and any other player's handbook wizard's abilities. This states that if your character is copying an illusion spell from another source, it takes them half the time and half the gold to complete. Not bad, considering that gives them 33 spells to be able to copy down. That said, considering that is 15% of the wizard spell list, chances are it won't come up too often. The next ability Illusion Wizards get at level 2 is Minor Illusion. This ability can be found on page 218 of the player's handbook and states, at 2nd level, you learn the cantrip Minor Illusion. If you already have the cantrip, choose a different one from the wizard list. Moreover, when casting Minor Illusion, you can make both sound and an image. Now this basically just lets you combine the two features of Minor Illusion to where you get both sound and image, thus allowing it to be better for conveying or deceiving stuff. However, my favorite part of this is that you get a free cantrip at level 2. There's a saying, don't judge a mage by his spells, but by his cantrips. Something I fully believe in. So how would I use Minor Illusion? The way I always do. Use Minor Illusion to deceive and play tricks to give my party advantage. Minor Illusion is great for avoiding combat. As such, I would use this to lure enemies into beneficial positions that could help us. For example, using a lump of meat to distract a bunch of wolves to go toward a trap to catch them. Or lead guards away from me with a screaming toy or some other 5-foot object that makes noise that will cause the guards to go and investigate. Then when they're in there, either sneak through or lock the room behind them. The choices are endless. Actually, to show you how endless, here are 10 minor illusions to get you thinking. Set up a wall to block someone's vision, create noise to distract enemies, make a crate to hide yourself in, help a family find happiness by having their dead daughter's spirit drift off to find peace, really useful when that easy adventure you had planned goes horribly wrong, by the way, scare enemies away with ghosts, make people believe you have something that you don't actually have, sacred relics, bags of gold, a pair of aces if gambling are some good suggestions. A bottomless hole in the ground to make enemies avoid spots. Set up an obvious trap that forces enemies to focus on disarming it. Make items you stole appear to still be there after you leave. With a lenient DM and a good roll, make a loud noise beside an enemy to give them disadvantage on their next attack. If you like those ideas, be sure to give a like on my video so you can show the appreciation. As for the extra cantrip, I would recommend Friends, Prestidigitation, or Dancing Lights, as they all work great with the Illusion Wizard's abilities. Next, we have Malleable Illusions. Malleable Illusion states that at 6th level, you can change any visible illusion using an action that lasts a minute or longer. You can make it look like anything as long as it is within the parameters of your spell's illusion base. With this, the first level spell Illusory Script becomes god tier in my opinion. Now, I've already talked about before of why Illusory Script is a good spell in one of my articles. But to summarize, Illusory Script allows you to have a contract for any given situation. Need an order from the king? Illusory Script has you covered. What's better is it lasts for 10 days. So now, for any of you Doctor Who fans out there, you can have a psychic paper that will last you for 10 days and you can change at will to fit your needs. If that doesn't create shenanigans for the party, I don't know what will. Now, while that is what I would use this ability for, there is still a large array of opportunities that you can use for visible illusion spells. Emphasis on illusion. As it should be noted, this ability only works on visible illusions, so things like Phantasmal Force will not work as this is not a visible illusion you can see. But still, the ability to adjust spells at will, it makes it very similar to being like a sorcerer with meta magic, making this a solid ability for anyone with a creative mindset. But after Malleable Illusions, we get Illusory Self at 10th level. This is the automatic miss ability that increases your defensive maneuvers that allows you to, once a rest, when a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to create an illusory duplicate that will take the hit rather than you, causing the attack to miss and the illusion to disappear. With this, you can now save yourself from one attack that could put you unconscious, or one attack that would probably knock you out of your concentration on a spell. But only being able to do that once a short or long rest seems a little limited. Moreover, it does nothing against save attacks such as Fireball or Beholders, which is a little weak when you consider War Wizards at level 2 get a +2 to AC and +4 to their saving throws every turn. That said, after doing some math, this is actually going to come in handy quite a bit when you consider a wizard has a 15 AC. From levels 10 to 20, a monster on average has a 70 to 85% chance to hit you when it's swinging at someone with an AC of 15. You can reduce these odds to about a 45 to 60% chance when you use spells like Shield. Therefore, in a combat encounter where you're getting swiped at, you're probably going to have to use this. Add that to the fact that Illusory Self does not use a spell slot and is a guaranteed miss, means you're most likely going to have situations where you love to have this ability. So, I would use this ability in either one or two situations, where I think I'm going to die this turn, or if I'm trying to save spell slots for a follow-up spell. That way, I can use the spell for later uses, or I can block that debilitating attack that we've talked about will come up 45 to 60% of the time. All in all, this ability will stop around 44 to 88 points of damage a day, making this a useful ability that you will enjoy. Finally, at 14th level, you get Illusory Self. Illusory Self is one of the most talked about abilities among illusion wizards, as it is incredibly powerful and versatile in its uses. Illusory Self states that at 14th level, you get, when you cast an illusion spell 1st level or higher, you can choose one inanimate, non-magical object that is part of the illusion and make that object real. You can do this on your turn as a bonus action while the spell is ongoing. The object remains real for 1 minute. For example, if you create an illusion of a bridge over a chasm and then make it real long enough for your allies to cross. The object can't deal damage or otherwise directly harm anyone. With this, you can turn any illusion into reality. Cast Silent Image to make a cage around the big bad, and now he's trapped in an actual cage. Or give a giant emerald to a merchant, only for it to disappear soon after. Now, while really good, there are a few drawbacks to the spell. 1, it can only be on inanimate objects. 2, it lasts for 1 minute. And 3, it can only be used once per spell. This puts some restriction on your creative license, but I would primarily use this for level 1 through 4 spell slots, as anything above that seems a little wasteful. After all, Hallucinatory Terrain, Silent Image, and Illusory Script with enough creativity can accomplish anything you're looking for. Now that we know the abilities, let's take a look at what a build would look like for the Illusion Wizard. For the Illusion Wizard, a race that you should look at is one that's focused on intelligence and charisma, as the Illusion Wizard is heavily built into roleplay situations and deceiving people. As a result, Half Elf would be a great choice as it gives you +2 to charisma, +1 to intelligence, and +1 to another stat. But some other great ones that have really great lore and personality traits to them is the Kinku and Wanti Pureblood. Both have a very large nature of deception and persuasion in their skill checks, which can come in handy quite often. As for necessary spells, I would look at Silent Image, Phantasmal Force, Illusory Script, and probably Hypnotic Pattern as well, as these are solid combat and roleplay spells that you can definitely use in your situations. Moreover, a solid multi-class option is going to be going into 3 level Sorcerer or 3 levels Warlock. Both have incredible useful features that you're going to look for and be able to have that are going to increase your repertoire for illusion spells. These can be things such as meta magic or even misty visions or hex with the warlock. Besides that, the best role for the illusion wizard is to be using him as a supporting character or the main face in the party. You can do this by using your illusions to get the party out of troublesome situations, or tricking enemies into being in advantageous spots for you, or removing them from the game entirely. This can be done with spells like Phantasmal Force. In a roleplay situation, you can use Phantasmal Force to make someone believe there is something in front of them that will give you the edge in the conversation. Or you can use this in the classic situation, which is targeting an enemy and having them believe the floor is lava. This will slow their movements down and deal damage to them over time. Playing this style will allow you to capitalize on your illusion spells and make the party in awe of your creativity. As can be seen, the Illusionary Wizard uses adaptability, creativity, and deception to take out any situation that comes their way. With a few key spells and some multi-class options, you can further broaden your Illusionary Wizard's capabilities. While they may not have the raw destructive power of, say, an Evocation Wizard, nor the pure control that a Divination Wizard has, they are the subclass allowing you the most flexibility in your creativity besides a Conjuration Wizard. As such, if you're a person who enjoys role-playing or coming up with creative ideas, then I would suggest the Illusionary Wizard is the best choice for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, as I am a new channel and seeing likes really goes a long way to encourage me to make more videos for you all. I hope you have a deceptively fantastic day, and may all your rolls be natural.